I'm going to try to do a video here about modes, and I learned about them in the 80s, and I'm going to do my best to explain them here. The key I'm using is G major, and in the key of G major you're going to have the G major scale. And then if you harmonize that scale, you're going to get a bunch of chords. And if you just do them, I'm going to do just triads, 3-note chords. Chords that just have a root, third, and fifth in them. And the first chord would be G, second chord, A minor, then B minor is the third. The 4 chord is C, the 5 is D, 6 is E minor, and the 7 is F sharp minor, flat 5, back to G. And if you add extensions to them, you could get G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D 7, E minor 7, and F sharp minor 7, flat 5, back to G major 7. And the modes are like starting points on each one of these notes, and they're Greek names. And let me just show you the first one. If I started on the G note and went up to its octave, that would be called G Ionian. Now if I start on the next note of the G major scale, walked up through the major scale to that A, to the octave, that'd be called A Dorian. And these are all just out of the G major scale. Start on the B, that's B Phrygian. Start on the C, that's C Lydian. Start on the D, that's D Mixolydian. Start on the E, that's E Aeolian. And we start on the F sharp, that's F sharp Locrian. Okay, and the way these modes work, it's mainly, they'll be called from the progression that you're playing in the key you're in. Now if I'm in the key of G major, and if I was playing a G major progression, and I was playing G major scale, they would call it G Ionian. If I was playing like an A minor, where the A minor is the home bass chord in the key of G major, they call it A Dorian, and so forth. Let me, I'll just do a little progression here. I'm just going to play some notes. So I played that. I'm not soloing, I'm just plucking notes. Or kind of soloing, but it's nothing fancy. So that would be called G Ionian. Now say if I'm in the key of G major, you got these chords. I'm going to do the 2 chord to the 1. See, I'll just do a little progression. So now, if I start on the A note, that's kind of funky little solo, but that would be called A Dorian, because I'm playing a minor, the 2 chord progression, which is a 2 chord in the key of G, and it's the second note in G major scale. Now I'm going to do another one doing the B Phrygian. chords of the 3, the 4, and the 5 chord, because it sounds a little more Spanishy. Okay, that would be called B Phrygian. And now if I started in the key of, still in the key of G, I'm going to do the 4 chord. I'll just do a 4 to 5, and this would be C Lydian. Play that, start on the C note. Ah, I screwed up. Sorry about that. And an F natural. Sometimes I start thinking I'm playing C major, but it should have been C Lydian. Okay, that would be C Lydian. And for this other one, the 5 chord, I'm just going to do a substitute for that 5 chord and do a D9. Okay, now this is going to be D Mixolydian, and that's used in blues and rock, the 5 chord quite a bit, progressions. Okay, that's D Mixolydian. I'm almost done here. And the other one is going to the 6 chord. This is going to be E Aeolian. And I'll do a little progression here. Okay, I'm going to play on the E note. And you don't have to always start on the root note. You just play in key. That's the secret of the key, is to play in key. Alright, so we had, and the Locrian, that's rarely used, I think. Maybe in jazz. I've never seen a chord progression starting on this thing, or even this one. So I'll just name these again. G Ionian, which goes over G major progressions, start on the G chord. A Dorian, A minor, B Phrygian, that sounds Spanishy, C Lydian, I do it again, D Mixolydian, E Aeolian, a lot of times the E Aeolian will, like from books when you're learning to read music and stuff, they'll always bring it up as the relative minor. So E minor is the relative scale to, if you have G to G major, you got your relative. Just like A minor is your relative to C major. And this works in all keys. Alright, I hope that wasn't too confusing. Alright, thanks.